What up, what up? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your good brother J News with another edition of J News Japan, and we are back at it again this week. We are talking about both Road to New Beginning and Road to Lions Break Contender today. Road to New Beginning show that took place today, Sunday, January 17th, 2021. We'll talk about that show first. It was recorded at the Kurikan Hall 694. New Japan Pro Wrestling fans in attendance. 5 matches. First match of the night was Young Lion Yota Tsuji teamed with Satoshi Kojima versus members of the United Empire, Great Okan and Will Ospreay. Match time was 8 minutes and 38 seconds. This was to further the feud between Will Ospreay and Satoshi Kojima. There is a build towards a tag team match between Okan and Ospreay versus Kojima and Tenzan. That will be part of the New Beginning tour. I believe this will be on January 30th, if I'm not mistaken. So this is just more of a preview to that match there. Good work by everybody. Not to say anything bad happened in this match, but it was your standard New Japan tag team match here. Yota Tsuji obviously ate the pin. He was subdued by the Eliminator, palm to the face choke slam by Great Okan. Nothing too fantastic out of Will Ospreay here. Satoshi Kojima looked very lively. Machine gun chops to Will Ospreay's chest that lit him up a bit, and things of that nature. The Great Okan, as you know, is not our favorite New Japan Pro wrestler at the moment, but he is who he is, and he was able to get the win here over Yota Tsuji. Next match was an 8-man tag. We have members of Suzuki Goon, Doki, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, El Desperado, and Minoru Suzuki, the king of pro wrestling himself, versus members of the Bullet Club, Jado, Gato, El Phantasmo, and Taiji Ishimori. This match lasted about 9 minutes and 23 seconds. This is more to set up, I believe, this is more to set up the future match for the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships. That is going to be El Desperado and Kanemaru versus El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori. Minoru Suzuki in this part in Doki were more or less throw-ins because they don't have any correlating direct beef with anyone here. Even though Jado was set out to have some sort of direct beef with Doki for some reason. So you might get a special singles match during the New Beginning tour between Jado and Doki, but nothing necessarily specific for Gato and Minoru Suzuki. El Phantasmo gets the win here again with his loaded boot, hitting the super kick on Doki to get the win. Like standard fare here with another one of the New Japan multi-man tag team matches. Nothing I specifically took out of this match that I can say that stood out. Outside of El Phantasmo continuing to use the loaded boot to win his matches. Third match of the night, 6-man tag. We had 2/3 of the Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions, Tomohiro Ishii and Hiroki Goto, along with the leader of Chaos, Kazuchika Okada, versus members of the Bullet Club, Dick Togo, Yujiro Takahashi, and Evil. 10 minutes, 13 seconds. With the match here, building the storyline between Kazuchika Okada and Evil, who will eventually have a special singles match at some time during the time of the New Beginning tour, and then Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroki Goto will be facing off along with their partner Yoshihashi in some sort of a never open weight 6-man tag team match versus Dick Togo, Yujiro Takahashi, and another member of the Bullet Club. Not necessarily knowing as to who, but they'll fit somebody in there if it has to be Bad Luck Fale or Chase Owens or whoever have you. But they'll eventually have to have a match sometime during the New Beginning tour. This match lasted about 10 minutes and 13 seconds. Dick Togo from the Bullet Club side of things, between Dick Togo and Yujiro Takahashi, they took the majority of the beating here during this match. Kazuchika Okada just looking good, looking pretty, creating that how would I say, psychological creating that psychological beef between him and Evil or whatever for that future match in the next couple of weeks. Hiroki Goto, as usual, and Tomohiro Ishii did the majority of the work carrying the match. And Hiroki Goto hit the GTR on Dick Togo to get the win in this match. Fourth match of the night, another 6-man tag team match. We had Tomoaki Hanma and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi on one team, and then we had the homies from Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Sanada. 13 minutes and 6 seconds here. I didn't necessarily know what to expect out of this match because obviously we understand that Kota Ibushi and Sanada will be going one-on-one on February 10th, if I'm not mistaken, for the New Beginning show. Shingo Takagi and Hiroshi Tanahashi will be going one-on-one for the Never Openweight Championship. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on the 8th, February 8th, will be their match. And something I never thought I would ever say is that Tetsuya Naito was a throw-in, obviously, in this match, because Tetsuya Naito doesn't have anything to do right now. And obviously Hanma is a New Japan dad. Good work from everybody. As per the use, Tanahashi taking the majority of the work and the beating here during this match. Not to say that the members of LIJ directly went after his knees as per the use, but it was hinted at in a few offensive exchanges here and there. Kota Ibushi and Sanada necessarily didn't face off like in a mean way, but they did acknowledge each other during the match and after the match as well. And Tetsuya Naito just putting on his usual work rate as he quickens up the pace during most or any of his matches. Tetsuya Naito hit Destino on Hanma to get the win here as Los Ingobernables de Japón walk away with the win. Then we had the main event, tag team match, regular tag team match. We had Master Wato and Sho versus members of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi. 17 minutes, 52 seconds in what was the best match of this particular show. Hence why it was the main event. Master Wato did a really good job in this one. Very solid, very fluid, very clean with his movements and his offense, and also with his very well off with his selling. Hiromu Takahashi was treating him like a young boy, just basically chopping his chest to death. He walked out of that with like welts on his chest and things of that nature. Bushi doing the same to Wato. Sho, whenever he could get the offense in, got his offense in against Bushi. Him and Hiromu will be going one-on-one for that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship during the New Beginning Tour as well. And Bushi also has a special singles match versus Master Wato during the New Beginning Tour. I believe that'll be January 30th as well. So it was good to see as to how these guys played off of each other here. Very well worked. Even though the more fluid and more mechanized tag team was Bushi and Hiromu, being that they're former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And Sho is still without Yo, having to go with Master Wato. I'm not too necessarily sure if Master Wato will eventually become a member of the Chaos faction, being that he's been teamed with them frequently within the last several months. But he's still out there solo dolo or being mentored by Tenzan and beat down by members of Suzuki Goon, and now transferring over to his beef with his first beef with a member of LIJ. So we'll see how that goes. But a very well wrestled, quick paced match as I expected. We had Master Wato do a modified jackknife pinning combination on Bushi, which got him the win, a surprise win. I did not expect Master Wato to get the win here over anybody, but he got the surprise pin on Bushi to get the leg up in the first night of the New Beginning Tour. Then we cross over to Friday night, January 15th, Road to Lions Break Contender, which you can watch every Friday on NewJapanWorld.com. New Japan and the USA. Match number 1, Misterioso versus Barrett Brown, the returning Barrett Brown, who seems like he lost about, I'd say, anywhere between 15 to 20 pounds. The dude was lean as hell in this match here. 7 minutes, 55 seconds. It was a very solid match. Look, man, I always shit on Misterioso, and that's the facts of the matter. But Barrett Brown looked good. Misterioso looked solid. It was, to say the least, it was an impressive match for both guys because they both looked good, even though Misterioso won this match with an inverted suplex off of the top rope on Barrett Brown, but they both looked solid. There was a slight, I would say, miscommunication or fumble of a movement at the beginning of the match, but that was about it. Everything else was pretty fluid, very solid. Good hard contact between the two guys, so really more playing up to the New Japan strong style of things. But like I said, Misterioso after 7 minutes and 55 seconds hit that off the top rope inverted suplex to beat Barrett Brown in a very solid match. Second match of the night, we had a one-on-one versus TJP and Adrian Quest. In this match, it was, to me, it was the best match of the night because it was very well worked by both Adrian Quest and TJP. You couldn't necessarily really tell who was going to walk away with the win here because it was a very good back and forth match. I think it lasted a little bit more, or at least 10 minutes or so, to be completely honest, because there was only 3 matches on the show, and it was a great back and forth between Adrian Quest. Always good to see Adrian Quest, especially when they're able to spotlight him against some of the more veteran wrestlers on the roster, and TJP obviously is always a sure bet when it comes to matches, but TJP wins this match by a sliver when he hit the Mamba Frog Splash off the top after Adrian Quest tried his take of a Phoenix Splash but missed, and TJP walked away with the win against Adrian Quest. And then the third match of the night was a 6-man tag, which had Blake Christian, ACH, and Fred Rosser go up against members of the Bullet Club, Hikuleo, El Phantasmo, and Kenta. In this match, it was more playing up the El Phantasmo loaded boot gimmick yet again. Look, guys, it's not me shitting on Hikuleo. The fact of the matter is that, yeah, the dude's huge. He's 6'9". He's eventually going to be a powerhouse and a big monster, but just the way he moves around from time to time inside the ring and his exchanges with some of the wrestlers is just it's a bit off. So the seasoning is necessary for Hikuleo there. Kenta just playing the side really from everything that I saw during the match. He got the new briefcase without a dent in it in this particular match. Fred Rosser looks solid. ACH carrying the majority of the match for his team, catching the beat down from all 3 members of the Bullet Club. Blake Christian was able to get in some spotlights of offense here and there, but nothing out of the ordinary or too great to disseminate to you guys via this video, because we've seen Blake Christian do some tremendous and awesome things in the ring. Fred Rosser, I think, just from an overall standpoint, I think that he's going to be the next challenger to Kenta's briefcase somewhere down the road. And now Phantasmo and Blake Christian will probably have El Phantasmo, Blake Christian, and ACH will probably have some sort of a match there, be it a 3-way or a four corners match from a junior heavyweight side of things and things of that nature. And I just feel like Hikuleo is kind of the odd man out here for the future sense of what's going to be happening in the Lions Break Contenders tour. But the Bullet Club faction wins this match when El Phantasmo did hit that loaded boot super kick. And yet again, the Bullet Club walks away with the win in this one. So those are the results for those 2 shows there. We're going to preview night 2 of Road to New Beginning, which happens tomorrow night, January 18th. We have the first match of the night, which is going to be another young lion, Yuya Uemura, with Satoshi Kojima going up against the Great Okan and Will Ospreay. Then we'll have another 8-man match, Bullet Club versus Suzuki Goon. Suzuki Goon members will be Doki, Kanemaru, Desperado, and Suzuki versus Jado, Gato, El Phantasmo, and Taiji Ishimori. We'll then have another 6-man tag variation of the Chaos faction here will be Yoshihashi, the Stone Pitbull, and Kazuchika Okada versus Yujiro, Dick Togo, and Evil. Then we will have another 6-man tag. We'll have Kota Ibushi, Sho, and Hanma versus members of Los Ingobernables Japón, Hiromu, Takahashi, Tetsuya Naito, and Sanada. And then the main event of the night will be a special tag match. It'll be Master Wato and the Ace, Tanahashi, versus Los Ingobernables Japón, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi. So those will be the matches that will happen on Road to the Beginning, Night 2, which will take place tomorrow night, January 18th, 2021. As for anything else that's been happening with New Japan as of late, there's nothing that I can particularly note for anyone. The New Japan Cup, which I feel like came so fast this year, Spring's Greatest Tournament kicks off on March 5th, so the New Japan Cup will be starting as of March 5th, and that'll be everything returning as per the regular New Japan schedule, and outside of that, no news on anything else that I can say that will be taking place in the near future. So, as always, folks, thank you for watching on a weekly basis. I will be back sometime during the week. I will recap the January 18th and January 19th Road to New Beginning shows together, and that'll go out as a video for itself. Always remember to make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. This has been your good brother J News. I'm about this, y'all. I'll see y'all on the flip. Take it easy. Keep doing your best. Take care of yourselves and stay safe out there. Peace.